guys, good morning and welcome back to our channel. It's another weekend again, and today we will be recreating another type of bread from the Philippines, and it's called pan de coco. So let's go, let's get baking. Alright, so first you gather all your ingredients, and then in a bowl put together your all-purpose flour and your yeast. Give it a good stir and put it aside. Next, in a small saucepan under medium heat, melt the butter. And just before the butter melts, add in your sugar and salt to the mixture. Stir it while you're adding it so that you don't burn the sugar. And then just keep stirring it until the sugar and the salt has dissolved. In this jug, I've added milk, vanilla extract, and 1 whole egg. Just pour it in the mixture. Give it a good stir. And then we can turn off the heat from this point so that we can keep the mixture warm and not too hot. Give it a good stir. Then add in the oil. Give it another good stirring, and we're now ready for our next step. Just make sure that your liquid mixture is warm before you add it into the dry ingredients. Transfer your mixture in a jug for easy handling. Now we're going to combine our wet and dry ingredients. So just make a well in the center of the bowl and then add in your liquid mixture. Just add in your mixture slowly while you're stirring it, just mimicking the motion of the dough hoop when you put it in the mixer. So while we are stirring, we are gradually grabbing some of the flour. Once the mixture has become heavy to stir, we can pour it into our onto our bench, and we can start kneading it from there. So just continue kneading the dough until it's elastic and smooth. There's no need to add additional flour because we already have the exact ingredients. It's going to be wet at first, but once you work the dough, it's going to be really smooth, and you'll know that it's elastic once it's cleaning the surface of your workbench or the bowl where you're kneading it. So that's another sign that it's elastic. And then once it's smooth and elastic, put it in the same bowl where we initially mixed it, and then rest it for 2 hours. Make sure that you cover it. No need to add any more oil or butter again, because that will add into the ingredients and our dough won't be as soft as how we want it to be. So cover this and rest for 2 hours. So while the dough is resting, we're going to do our coconut filling. So in a medium or in a small pan on a medium heat, we're going to melt our butter, and then we'll continue to stir it, and before it completely melts, we're going to add our milk. And then to that, we're going to add our sugar, and then we'll continue stirring this until the sugar has dissolved. And then we're going to add our desiccated coconut. So this is the dry coconut that you can get from your local grocery store. If you can't find any desiccated coconut, any coconut will do. It's fine. But I don't think the fresh one will do. It needs to be a dry one. So just continue stirring this until it becomes thick. Set this aside and let it cool. Our dough is now ready. It has double in size. And you can see on our finger indent test, it has left an indent mark there, a finger mark on the dough. So we'll cut our dough in half and we'll just roll each individual dough. And we're going to divide our dough into individual pieces, and each piece weighs 50 grams. Okay, don't forget to cover the dough that you're not using so that it won't dry. And then we'll just roll them up and continue doing this until we've finished weighing each individual dough. After weighing our individual pieces, we're going to roll our dough, our individual pieces of dough. You can use a rolling pin or you can use your hand to flatten them, and then we can put the filling in the middle. You can either put a tablespoon or 2 tablespoons. It's up to you how much filling you want inside, and then you just squeeze the dough together just to close it, and then turn it around like what I did here, and then put it on a tray with parchment paper, and then just continue doing all of this until all the dough pieces are done with filling. Just press holes on the dough using your fork. We'll cover this and we'll let it rest for 30 minutes while preheating the oven at 170 degrees Celsius. After 30 minutes, our dough is ready for baking. You can do your finger indent test here as well to make sure that it is ready for baking. So the same way as we did earlier. And before we put it in the oven, instead of using an egg wash, we're going to use milk. We'll just lightly brush the milk on top of our dough before we bake them. This will give it a really nice brown color or golden brown color. And then we'll bake this at 170 degrees Celsius for 20 minutes or until golden brown. Now after 20 minutes, our pan de coco is ready, nice and hot. There we go. And we'll just let this cool down before we taste it because it's really, really hot. Hello guys, we're back. So we've finished our pan de coco and it's really soft and it tastes really, really good. And this is best with your favorite cup of coffee. Yummy, super soft. You can really tell how soft it is. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please click that subscribe button and also the bell next to it so you can be notified every time we post a new one. And you can also share this recipe to your friends and family so they can also enjoy this pan de coco from the Philippines. See you on the next one, guys, and always wash your hands and stay safe. Bye.